My friends, this is Rosemary, and today we're going to have coffee talk. I know that you guys know that I am not a psychiatrist or anything like that, but I do get people from time to time that write to me and ask me my opinion. So that's all I ever do, and I just wanted to start with that before I do coffee talk. Today I'm going to do, there's 3 people that I'm speaking to. One of these people, okay, all 3 of them, I did already write back to them, and I hadn't done coffee talk in a while because I feel like I bombard you guys with just, videos. But today, after getting this last letter, I decided, I'm going to have to talk about this situation. And, I always pray and ask God to give me the words. And I feel like this is what He wants me to say today. In one of the letters, a beautiful person said, I feel like I'm in a hole and I can't get out. And I thought about that analogy. And I want to ask you, if you were in a hole, if I fell in a hole, what would I do? What would I do if I had fallen in that hole? First of all, I'd be yelling like a crazy person. Help! That's what we do. We ask our doctors, I have fallen. I need to get out of this rut. I need to get out of this hole. We ask our nutritionist, what am I doing wrong? If you have that ability. Some of us don't have that. I know that. Hello? I don't have a doctor. I don't have a nutritionist. I don't have any of that, And so I understand if you say, well, I don't have a doctor. I don't have, well, you look for help, We always have to call out, right, when we fall in a hole. Then once we call out, someone's going to come to our attention. Someone's going to come to our aid, right? And the first thing that I would think that they would want to give me is a rope, right? And I want to say that rope is the tool that our doctor gave us from the get-go. And it's going to help us get out of the hole. We've just got to keep holding on to that rope and allowing the doctor or whoever to help us out of it. Then we need our feet. We need to do the work. We need to get ourselves somehow on the wall to walk ourselves out of that hole. Now, some of us are a little deeper, in a little deeper than others, but we got to keep moving. We got to keep moving. I saw an article by a doctor that I know, and he talked about how he tells his patients they need to move their bodies every day. Not 3 times a week, but every day. Because as we get older and as we progress in our weight loss surgery lifestyle, the body needs to continually move because it's gotten used to that metabolism. So we've got to continually move. But we've got to push ourselves. And sometimes we're going to slip. Our legs are going to slip. Our feet are going to slip off that wall, and we're going to fall back down on that wall. We're going to fall back down in that hole. We've injured ourselves somehow, some way. We've cut ourselves, or we've messed. What condition are we in? Can we do the 5K? Can we do a jogging? What can we do? Because everybody's in the hole different, Is it going to be easy? No, it's not going to be easy. But you're going to have to be persistent because you want to get out of that hole. That's simple as I can put it. Okay, then you ask me if I've ever been in that hole. Honey, I'm in the hole. I'm in the hole with you. We're coming out together. I think that a lot of times people see how far I've come. I'm not talking about anybody else now. These people were talking to me. They see how far I've come, and some will look at me and say, you know, you came far. And some will look at me and say, wow, she didn't get smaller. But like a lot of people say, it's none of my business what you think. I'm in the hole. I was in the hole. I'm trying to come out. Some of us are just trying to come out. Some of us are here in the hole, and some of us are still down here, and some of us are here, if that makes sense. And we might be looking in that hole, you know, and you know, we'd run in to get some help. Sometimes we need our friends to help us along the way, and, you know, and call out for us. If you see someone in that hole, you need to call out to them and say, what are you doing? I'm here for you. Whatever the case may be. We're here for each other. I'm not here to judge you on how far you're in that hole. You're not here to judge me how far I'm out of the hole. We need help from each other. And that takes us far. That takes us far. The struggle you're in today is developing the strength you need for tomorrow. You need that strength. You're going to need that strength. You're going to need to hold on to that rope. And you're going to have to believe that that tool, that rope, that tool of yours is going to get you where you want to be. How far are you coming out of that hole? How far are you? You know, there's many of us that have made it out. You know, and we're out there. We're out there. We're already got our heads out there. You know, and somehow we slip and we let go of our rope, our tool. We let go. And what happens? We slip back down. Sometimes we don't slip all the way down. That rope's there. All we got to do is hold on to it. Come on back out. The strongest people are not those who show strength in front of us, but those who win battles we know nothing about. The strongest people are not those who show strength in front of us. I'm not trying to show you that I have all the answers. I hope you don't think I have all the answers. But I'll stand behind you. I'll win the battle with you. The longer you have to wait for something, the more you will appreciate it when it finally arrives. The harder you have to fight for something, the more priceless it will become. Once you achieve it, and the more pain you have to endure on your journey, the sweeter the arrival at your destination. All good things are worth waiting for. All good things are worth waiting for. Just because so-and-so got out of their hole in less than a year doesn't mean that my road that took me past 3 years, and I'm still not at my goal, doesn't mean that it didn't count for anything. It counted. It's made my walk sweeter. I've had my struggles. I have my struggles. But know that we're in it together. We all have to crawl out of the hole eventually. We're all coming out in different stages of our lives. Another thing that I want to say is that when we're in that hole, we don't see anything but our struggles, right? We don't see anybody else. We just see our struggles. We just see us trying to get out of there. You know? That's not such a bad thing. That's not such a bad thing. Put them blinders on. Keep focusing on you right now. You don't have time to look at anybody else or what they're doing. You know, I have many friends that I look up to and that have helped me get stronger and want more for my journey. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about focusing yourself on what you need. What does so-and-so need? What does Rosemary need? Rosemary needs to continue to use her tool. You know? Again, don't look at me for perfection. There's no perfect person out here. You asked me to answer the question, and so I'm doing my best here. But you're not alone in that hole. You know? So I've talked about the rope. Remember to call out. Remember to use your rope, your tool. Your feet, they got to get moving. It's important. Doctors talk about it every time. That's the first thing they told you when you were going to have weight loss surgery. Were you willing to do the work? And you said yes. You said yes. Or at least I did. I'm like, yeah. Is it comfortable going up the side of the wall? No. You're going to have to get out of your comfort zone. Remember that, you know, injuries are going to happen. When you fall into a hole, what happens? You know, you end up either breaking a leg or something happens, you know. Injuries are going to happen in our journey. And we just have to deal with it and find other ways to exercise and find other ways to do what we need to do. And sometimes rest is not a bad thing. So I hope I could help you today. Please leave a comment if you have suggestions or if you've gone through this. Let us know. You know, do a video response. I love you, and I'm glad I'm here. I'm glad I'm still around. Someone thanked me for being around for a while and doing everything that I do. I thank you. I thank you for coming by and listening to me and supporting me and loving me as much as you do. That means more to me than anything. I love you. I'll see you next time. Bye for now.